Here's perhaps one of the most incredible stories that have come out of Israel. It was said over by Yitzhak Horowitz, a well-known journalist, who just a few days ago attached himself to a battalion of soldiers in Gaza. Early one morning, they daven shachars together. They even have a Sefer Torah, and one of the officers asked if he can get an aliyah, if he could get called up to the Torah, so he could recite the Goyma blessing, the blessing where one gives gratitude to Hashem for saving their life. After davening, he goes over to Yitzhak Horowitz and he says, "You can't imagine how many miracles we experienced, but here's the one that takes the cake." He says, "We paused. We were in the refugee camp called Poshati, and we're sitting there and we're eating lunch." Now, I don't know how many of you know this, but one of the standard issues in the Israeli army are these little cans of tuna in oil. They're barely edible. So what do soldiers usually do? Not in wartime. They take a match, they put it inside of the little can, the oil catches on fire and it smokes the tuna. This is standard to anyone that's been in the army. This soldier is so used to doing this from the past. Pulls out his little can of tuna, he throws a match inside of it, and the whole thing flares up. One of the fellows next to him says to him, "Are you out of your mind? There's live ammunition here. You can't light fires." And he panics, and he takes the can of tuna, and he throws it as far as he could. The tuna goes, I don't know, a few hundred feet, and it lands, and all of a sudden, there's a tremendous explosion. All the soldiers quickly take their guns, and they aim it on the spot where the explosion is, and they start shooting in that area. When there was a lull in the shooting, they see a white flag coming out from underneath the ground. Hamas terrorist, a militant, with his hands up in the air. And a whole bunch of them follow through. Turns out the soldiers' can of tuna that was on fire landed inside of the opening of a tunnel where terrorists, Arab Hamas terrorists, were waiting to come out and shoot this battalion and kill them. It lands in there. They have live ammunition. The ammunition explodes. The Hamas terrorists in the tunnel assume that the Israelis are coming down. They didn't want to be killed. They come out with their hands in the air. Once again, HaKadosh Baruch Hu came through and saved them in the most miraculous and remarkable way. Unbelievable Hashgacha Pratis. Unbelievable expression of the hand of Hashem.